Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abon. Welcome back to Local to Global with WOLFSBURG on FM22. Today we have the group stage draw for the Champions League. We seeded 3, so we'll see if we can maybe get through the group. If we get a good draw, wouldn't be too disappointed with third place. We'll be in the Europa League knockouts, and that's a competition I think hopefully we can get quite far in. So I'm confident we can get, hopefully a good draw. We will wait and see, and hopefully it's something that we can get through, and if not, something we can at least finish third in. We're also taking on Mainz in the Bundesliga. That will be a little bit after the draw. So a couple of bits to get through today. And of course, if you're enjoying the series, drop a like, leave comments and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on and let's jump into it. Let's see what our fate is in the Champions League. So we kicked off what is our 10th season of our career in the save. With a 1-0 win over Hertha in the first Bundesliga game. We controlled the game, probably could have done a bit better than we did. It was an own goal that got us the win, so we didn't even score the goal. But we played well, just didn't manage to find the goal ourselves, unfortunately. We took on the champions Bayern in one game off camera and actually took a lead at the Allianz Arena. 35th minute of the game, it was a goal and it came from Facundo Pellistri who managed to beat the goalkeeper to his left-hand side. We took a 1-0 lead. Bayern, however, did manage to equalise after 71 minutes. The ball came out from a set piece and went back to Joshua Kimmich, and the cross found Mateus Felipe, equalising goal on 72 minutes, and Bayern were growing into the game and looking to come from behind. And that is what they did in the 81st minute. They did manage to take a 2-1 lead after going 1-0 down. Bad defending, and it was Simsut Bell who got the goal to make it 2-1 Bayern. And then we had another bad piece of play here as well. Nagalo to Lacroix, and took far too heavy a touch there. A bit of mix-up in the defence, and a third goal for Bayern in the 93rd minute, and it was Felipe again. So a 3-1 defeat there. The first game we played against Hertha, we've kind of changed the tactic a bit. We're going lower tempo, shorter passing, playing out from the back. We couldn't really do that against Bayern, so we resorted back to our direct counter-attacking, which I think is something that we can play in games where we're underdogs. We took a lead, but then Bayern came from behind and were much better in the second half. And we made a few mistakes as well, unfortunately. No new players that have come in, but we have sold a couple more players. Stevan Maksic, the Serbian defender, has joined Celta Vigo. He's valued at a lot of money. We got 13 million for him. And he was a signing that we made last season. Only played 5 games, so we made a little bit of profit. But he's worth a lot, apparently. 23-year-old centre-back. He's decent, but wasn't really getting any football. And also Misa Wage, the 31-year-old right-back, has gone to Spartak Moscow. And that was a £7 million fee. He's been here for a long time, and he's been a good player for us. But I thought it was about time he moved on. Nagalo played right-back last season, it was really good. And we also have Mario Urena there as well. So Wage wasn't really in favour, and he's left to go to Russia. And we do need to sell players if we want to try and register a squad for the Champions League, because it's looking a bit tough at the moment. If we select auto select, there's going to be some players here which are going to miss out, and it's going to be painful. We have 24 players in the squad here. You get 25, but you have to, of course, free up spaces for homegrown players. So really, we can only register 21 players, which means that 2 players here have got to go. Now, one of those is probably going to be Maxence Lacroix. He's had a few loan bids, so he is going to be leaving at least for this season. We might have him back next year. We'll wait and see how he develops and not develops, but how he sort of maintains his fitness at 30 years old. I'm sure he'll be okay. But yeah, lots of teams have come in for loan bids. Recent offers from Serie A, from Ligue 1. So yeah, he's going to be probably leaving on loan. And there's one more player here that I think is going to have to miss out, and I'm not quite sure who that's going to be. But yeah, someone might have to miss out. I think it's probably going to be Ulrich, maybe, because I don't see myself playing him too much. He's decent, but I really don't know how much football he's going to get, so he might miss out as well. We'll see. But with our 4th place finish in the Bundesliga last season, that has put us into the group stages of the Champions League. No qualifying to go through. That will change next season, as I said last time around, because Germany dropped to 5th in the rankings for the coefficients. 4th place only gets you Europa League. So we need to do better than 4th this season if we want to keep our place in the Champions League next season. But let's have a look at the group stage draw. We're seeded 3. So let's have a look at the top 8 sides then. And let's see what we have. Bayern, Milan, Sporting, Real Madrid, Man United, Rennes. Rennes won Ligue 1. That did. Stade Rennais won Ligue 1. And Paris Saint-Germain came second. That's a surprise. Is that the first one PSG have dropped? It's not. They've actually failed to win 3. Monaco and Lyon got titles in 2024 and 25. But PSG, runners up. Even weirder, Everton are top seeds. I'm confused. What the hell happened in England? No way Everton won the league, is there? Man United won the league. Either Everton won the Europa League or they won... Did they win the Champions League? Everton won the Champions League last season. Hello? And they won the Europa League the year before that. Super Cup. And they won the conference... What the hell has happened at Everton? What? Just to show you how ridiculous this is. Everton in 2027 won the Carabao Cup, the League Cup in England. That gets you qualification into the Europa Conference League. Where did they finish in 2027? They finished in 9th place and won the Carabao Cup, so they got into the Europa Conference League. The following season, they won the Europa Conference League. 2028, they win the Europa Conference League and they get a 7th place finish. But because they win the Conference League, they're in the Europa League. And then they won the Europa League. 2029, they win the Europa League, qualify for the Champions League groups, and they win that. So Everton have won their way to the Champions League by winning trophies in consecutive seasons. 2027, 28, 29, and 2030, they won the League Cup, the Conference League, the Europa League, and the Champions League in consecutive seasons. That's absolutely, unprecedented. That's insane. So well done, Everton. That is just absolutely mental what they've done. The second seeds are pretty standard. Liverpool obviously didn't win the league. PSG, Barcelona, Atletico. So we're going to have probably 2 very difficult sides here. So Bayern and Chelsea we want to avoid. Real Madrid and PSG we definitely want to avoid. Man United and Inter. Milan and Lyon, we might be okay. Sporting could be tough, but we'll see. Rennes and Ajax would be an ideal group. Everton, Atletico. Atletico could be really tough. Juve and Barcelona we want to avoid as well. We're in the third seeds then, so we're with Roma, Leipzig and Dortmund of the Bundesliga, Sociedad, Spurs, Rangers and Ostende from Belgium. So let's go for an automatic draw. And let's see where we go. So Sociedad have gone into Group A. That's good. I don't think we could have gone in that group anyway because Bayern are there. But we're in Group C. So we're with Sporting and Liverpool. Now Liverpool is going to be obviously extremely difficult because it's Liverpool. But Sporting could be good, could be bad. I don't really know how good they are. Who do we have in the 4th seeds? Let's have a look at the 4th seeds. We've got Young Boys. We've got Dinamo Zagreb, Zenit St. Petersburg, Fenerbahce, PSV Eindhoven, Club Brugge, Porto and Malmo. There's some good sides in here. Like Malmo, of course, would be the ideal team from pot 4. But there's some good sides here. Fenerbahce I'd like. But Porto I'd want to avoid. And PSV I'd probably want to avoid. Automatic. Let's see who our 4th team is going to be. It's not Zenit. And it's not PSV. I think we've avoided 2 good sides there. It's Club Brugge. So, Belgian opposition once again. We've got a group there which I think if we play well, we can get out of. Sporting are going to be the ones that we need to get the results in. Liverpool's probably going to be 2 defeats. Club Brugge, I'm confident that we can beat. Sporting is going to be the tough one. That's going to be the unknown for us there. So, what does that do for the fixture list then? So, Club Brugge is that away game. Then we have Liverpool at home. Then the back-to-back games against Sporting. Then Anfield, and then we end with the home game against the Belgians, and that could be huge. That could be a really big game. But the away game against Club Brugge is a bit too soon. I'm going to jump ahead a few games and probably do the Liverpool home game next episode and see just how we fare against the Reds. We also had an offer for Mirit Kjærgaard. Not nearly enough money. Like this is what, £10 million, and it's not even all up front. That isn't enough money. No, apparently that's way too high. So what are we looking at? About 25? If we can, maybe negotiate about 25 million, that would be good. If we say like 15 up front and I don't know, 10, like 12 over 3 years. Okay, we might be able to negotiate something here. We do need to try and offload one more player. And Kjærgaard's good, but I think we've got enough options. How about 13 and 12? Right, okay, they're kind of about halfway to what we want. 7.5 over 3 years and 15 now. All right, 22 and a half. I think that's pretty good going. I'm going to accept that because we do need to try and offload some players to, you know, make sure that we don't make anyone mad with the registration. The issue is that we don't have any players that are homegrown at Wolfsburg. The only one that we did have was Max Arnold, and he's now retired. So yeah, we can't really register any more players. If we do sign anyone, someone else would have to miss out. So basically, we can't make any transfers unless we want someone else to miss out on the Champions League. And I don't really want to have to do that. So I think that's going to be our transfer business done, assuming Leclerc moves. And it looks like it's going to go to Leverkusen. They're paying a monthly fee and most of his wages. So I think that would make sense as well. He will be going to a kind of rival. Leverkusen did finish in 6th. So it is kind of a divisional rival, but okay, it's all right. He's going to get football there because I don't really have any plans for him right now. But with all the draws out the way and the transfer news out the way for now, deadline day is in a couple more days. We're focused on Mainz as a home game, and they finished sort of mid-table last season in the Bundesliga. So home game, I think we can play our sort of possession style, you know, shorter, lower tempo. I think we'll stick with that, and hopefully we can find a way through and get some goals. Because we only won 1-0 against Hertha. I'd like some more convincing performances. So we'll see if we can do that next. We do have a clean bill of health. Mauricio Diaz is back after his little injury. So that's okay. Bitshabu is going to fill in for Leclerc now that he has left. So I think this is what we will play. Boros has not done a great deal so far, but I trust his ability. He should be okay. Diaz will play up top. I want to try and see a goal from him. The midfield picks itself pretty much. Pellistri started well and scored against Bayern, so he keeps Fofana out of the team for now. We could give a debut to Bernardo Semedo, but Julian Gill's playing at the moment, and he's had a good couple of games, so he will keep his place for now. And this is the sort of shorter style we're going for. Not too short, but just lowering that tempo. We've got the counter and the counter press on. We're pushing that defensive line up. I'm not going to go so wide, though. Keep that standard just so we can kind of see how these guys play. It looks like they're playing very defensive with that 4-1-4-1. So kind of defensive side. Bella Kotchap's in the side, who I think currently plays for Southampton. I think that's a recent move. Felix Paxlak is on the bench as well. Should be favourites for this one. I want to see a good performance. So let's kick the game off. We're starting on balance, but I'm confident we can get, you know, a good amount of possession. We can bump it up to play a bit more positive, and I'm hoping for a good performance here. I want to see more than one goal at the very least. I want a 3-0 from this. We'll see. First 12 minutes, 60% possession. Let's bump it up to positive, and let's see how long it takes for us to get a goal. Hopefully we can get one sooner rather than later. When I say sooner rather than later, we're half an hour in. We haven't had a single highlight, and neither side has had a shot on target. So this isn't really what I had in mind. 44 minutes, we finally see something to actually watch. João Neves on the ball. Not a great pass for Gilmour, but good enough for him to actually get on the end of it. Here comes Facundo Pellistri, who's had a decent start to the season. And the cross is spilled by the goalkeeper, and Diaz can't capitalise. And into stoppage time we go almost. And there's a corner here for us. Can we find something from this? It's Billy Gilmour that's on it. And the corner is headed away by Nicolau. Bitshabu will hold on to this. And that is going to be it for the first half. Uninspiring at best. 0-0. One shot on target. Not great. Changing things up a bit. I'm going to put Neves as a DLP. The box-to-box. He doesn't really get involved very much, and he's not doing a lot. Diaz hasn't really had a lot up front. I don't know how many shots he's actually had. I don't really know why you can't see match stats at half time. Like, why can you not see any stats from the game so far? That makes no sense. But we go into the second half. I want to see an improvement, definitely. Mainz haven't had a single shot yet, but we haven't really created anything big. So we need to be doing a lot better. But it looks like we might have a free kick here just outside the 18-yard box. A chance for Gilmour maybe here to put the ball in the net. Billy Gilmour on the free kick. This is close enough for him to score, and he's done that. Billy Gilmour with the second of the season makes it 1-0, 51 minutes gone. We haven't been great today, but we have a 1-0 lead. Hopefully now we can build on that and put this game beyond Mainz. Good free kick, over the wall. Keeper doesn't move. That's just what we need. But Mauricio Diaz has not had a good game today. Ruson's on the bench, Sieb's on the bench. So we have options up top And we will use one of those options. It is going to be Rusin. I'm going to go for a demand more though, because I think we need more than one goal here. We're midway through the second half. Again, we haven't been at our best here, but we've controlled the game. Mine still have not had a single shot. So that's all right. And Boros, again, has not really done anything on this left-hand side. So, who can we play on the left? Shuri can play there, but I don't think he's especially good. Sieb is either footed, testing out a few bits and pieces here. Mines have offered absolutely nothing in this game, but we haven't been that much better, honestly. 79 minutes. Gilmore with a chance here with the corner, but it's going to come out to Neves. Gilmore with it back again here. Come on, let's have more than a 1-0 win, guys. Let's try and get another goal, another couple of goals maybe. Here's Zagadou, who's had a decent start to his Wolfsburg career after moving from Dortmund. Very experienced centre-back. Here he is again. Keeping the ball well here in the opponent's half. Azarkan to Gil, who's got some space. Zagadou, that's a good ball for Palistri, but well saved by the goalkeeper. Very good save. In the last 10 minutes of the game, and yeah, we're doing all right. We want another goal really, though. That's going to be headed out. Gil's fine. He's okay. Change we're going to make is in midfield. João Neves is going to come off. Ulrich is going to come on. Keep him as that DLP. Can we find another goal before this game ends? Mines have just had their first shot. But again, we haven't been at our best here. But I'm hoping we can still get 3 points. 89th minute of the game. Palistri heads it down but gives it away. Here's Gurison to Bishkov. And looking for Costa. But well defended there. Here's Mario Urena to Gilmore. And that's a good ball. But again, defender's done well there. It's back with the goalkeeper. And he's going to go long looking for Costa. But headed forward by Bicciabi. Here's Palistri. He could send through Rusin. It's Martin Rusin. Oh, that's a really poor pass. That was a really, really poor pass. But again, we're back to the ball here. Can we get forward again? Gilmore. We've got that one goal for us. Here's Palistri. Got some options. Goes Ulrich to Azarkan. That's a good ball. Back for Palistri. And he's hit the post. And we just can't win by more than one goal at the moment. It's still only 1-0. Here's Sieb. Here's Gil to Azarkan. Ulrich. Ulrich could have a go maybe. No. He should have shot. Come on. Right, we're at 90 minutes now. Gil. Sieb. Ulrich. Oh, we're keeping the ball really well here, but this isn't getting goals. Palistri heads it on. Oh, and again it's defended. And it's going to be a 1-0 at full time, unfortunately. Well, it's a win, but again, not great. It's another 3 points. And again, we've defended well, but we need to start winning these games by more than 1-0 if we want to, try and finish higher than 4th place and stay in the Champions League next season. Again, we're not our best, but we've got a result. 2 wins and 1 defeat from our first 3 games. This isn't a bad start at all. And that defeat coming against the champions as well. It's a good start, but we've scored 3 goals and we've conceded 3 as well. So we've got 0 goal difference. So it's not a bad start, but we're going to have to start winning by more than 1-0 if we want to, challenge for the Champions League again. And speaking of the Champions League, we're going to play a game in the Champions League next episode, and that's going to be a home game against Liverpool. So Club Brugge off camera against the Belgians in Bruges. That's going to be hopefully a game that we can get a result in. We've got Stuttgart, we've got Cologne, we've got Frankfurt as well. So we won't be doing just 4 games off camera, but Liverpool's going to be the one, I think. We're going to do that next episode, see how that goes. And then I think after that we'll come back for Sporting away, because I think that could be a huge game. Sporting and ourselves, I think, are going to be fighting it out for 2nd and 3rd. I don't think Club Brugge are going to finish anywhere other than 4th. And I think Liverpool should be winning the group. I think between Sporting and ourselves, it's going to be very close for that 2nd place. And hopefully it'll be us, but we'll wait and see. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below, leave comments and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new, turn notifications on. And yes, next time, Liverpool at home. It's our 2nd match day of the Champions League group. Hopefully we can get a result against the Belgians. Give us a good start. And who knows, maybe we can do something against the English side, but we'll have to wait and see. Liverpool next time. We'll see how that goes. For now, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.